Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Real Talk Bougie. If you are new here, welcome. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, set your notifications, and hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up, likes do matter, and I appreciate your support. We are here to talk about Afeni Muhammad. Who is Afeni Muhammad? Afeni Muhammad is the McDonald's worker that took out her boss a couple of weeks ago in the horrific stabbing situation. And she was scheduled today for a probable cause conference. It did happen, but it was very fast. Okay. It was very fast. And next week, she was supposed to be set for a preliminary hearing, but shouldn't be a shocker to anyone. Guess what? She's being sent for psychological evaluation. So, when she was arraigned on the 11th, she was set right here, as you can see, for 7:23 probable cause hearing, right? And then 7:30 preliminary. Well, fast forward, she does have an attorney. I think I showed you guys her attorney. You're going to see him in this video. His name is Joshua Jones, and you will see him. They basically came in, he basically waived the preliminary. He waived the probable cause today and said that she really he recommended her for competency hearing, even though, or competency evaluation, even though she basically doesn't feel like it's necessary. But wait till you see this hearing, y'all. Anyway, she's due back in court on September 3rd, in 6 weeks, and they are going to evaluate her to make sure that she is fit and competent to be able to stand trial. Okay, let's get into the hearing and then we'll talk about it. I'm going to just let it play, and then we'll get into it like a full second time. Okay, so again, if you're new here, make sure to hit subscribe, make sure your notifications are set, and let's get into this video.
Calling file number 25354FY, People versus Afeni Badu Muhammad.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Dale Vandenberg on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Josh Jones, appearing on behalf of Ms. Muhammad, who's standing to my left in the jury box. Ms. Muhammad, please state your name.
Afeni Badu Muhammad, but I also go by Raising Fingers.
Thank you. You're here today for your probable cause conference. Counsel, are you involved in this some way?
Yes, Your Honor, Catherine O'Meara Bolden, G53823, second chair in this matter.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Very good. And you're asking that this matter be adjourned for discovery, number one, and number two, you want it referred to the Forensic Center for Competency and Culpability. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Counsel does request at this time that Ms. Muhammad be referred to the Forensic Center for those matters. It's my understanding that Ms. Muhammad herself personally objects to the referral at this time.
What is the factual basis that you rely on for the referral?
Your Honor, based upon my observations of the case and in reviewing the case, specifically the police reports, and then again my observations in interacting with Ms. Muhammad, I need to check those two boxes. Meaning, I need to make sure that one, she is competent to stand trial, and then two, that there's not an issue in regards to responsibility or culpability.
I will refer it on both. You know, we only need one to go forward on the competency.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
I will refer it for competency and culpability. They're about going out 4 to 6 weeks. So let's go September review date on September 3rd at 1 p.m. I will take this off the docket for next week for the preliminary exam, and remove that from the docket.
Does that deal with the people?
That's fine.
It works with the defense, right?
And we're not going to set a date for the preliminary exam at this time until we get the report on competency. That's why we have the review date set up. If it comes in sooner than that, we will reach out to get you in sooner than that. However, my experience in dealing with the forensic center lately is it takes 4 to 6 weeks. So we're gonna go with that date at this time. Any other matters?
I have nothing further, Your Honor. This will give us time to get that done and the other discovery issues we have, so I have nothing else.
That's absolutely correct, yeah.
Very good. So that concludes this matter.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. This was very fast. If you blinked, you would have missed it. But it was telling a lot. Ma'am looks even more disturbed than she did when we initially saw her a couple of weeks ago. And I'm not trying to be funny here by mentioning this, but I'm still shocked that they are allowing her to maintain this wig, because this is part of her cosplay persona. And I'm thinking that if they would shed her, you know what I mean? Say, I'm not trying to say they need to take her dignity, but a wig should not be the sum and total of her dignity. But she's making very strange faces here. She's got her hands coupled like she's praying. She's giving a very odd stare to her lawyer. The lawyer has already made the determination in probably meeting with her the few times he's met with her that ma'am needs a psych evaluation. And keep in mind, a psych evaluation does not keep her from standing trial, but it could weigh into her sentencing. It could weigh into the timing of trial if she needs to have treatment to be fully competent to be able to assist in her defense type of thing. So there's many different reasons why they're going to give her an evaluation. Also because what she did is not normal, right? So if she is competent, this may just confirm she is competent. It's not so much of a testing to take her out of being able to be held accountable. It's more so making sure that on appeal later, if she were convicted, that they've crossed all their T's and dotted all of their I's in offering her the best opportunity to defend herself, if that's what she's going to choose to do, and make sure that the proper evaluations are done before we even start the process, rather than get into the process, because there's no mistaking that clearly something is wrong with ma'am at this moment. But let's start this from the beginning. If you're just now coming in, we ran it uninterrupted at the beginning, but now we're going to just take it piece by piece. So this is Afeni Muhammad. She is responsible for the murder of Jennifer Harris at McDonald's. Her manager, you guys might be quite familiar with what happened before. She's been quite troublesome, and she's been having some issues with her manager leading up to the events on July 10th, taking her manager's life in a very gruesome manner on shift in the restaurant in front of customers, everybody. So let's get into it, and we'll stop along the way.
35354FY, People versus Afeni Badu Muhammad.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Dale Vandenberg on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Josh John, appearing on behalf of Mr. Muhammad, who's standing to my left in the jury box. Mr. Muhammad, please state your name for the record.
Afeni Badu Mohammed, but I also go by Risen Phoenix.
So Afeni Badu Muhammad, but she also goes by Risen Phoenix. She wanted that on the record, guys. Risen Phoenix. That's what she wants everyone to know.
Thank you. You're here today for your probable cause conference. Counsel, are you involved in this way?
Yes, Your Honor, Catherine O'Meara Bolden, T53823, second chair in this matter.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Very good. And you're asking that this matter be adjourned for discovery, number 1, and number 2? you want it referred to the Forensic Center for Competency and Culpability, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, counsel does request at this time that Mr. Muhammad be referred to the Forensic Center for legal matters.
It's this look that she's giving. I mean, she's almost looking very contrite, but she's also giving a certain like it's a certain type of stare, and these hands coupled in almost prayer or contrition is really bizarre. I'm just giving it bizarre. She still has her nails done. She's been able to maintain her manicure. It's just the wig for me. When are they going to realize that she is wearing a wig? Has she not showered or had to take her wig off and they realize like, oh, you're not really allowed to have that in here? It's strange.
My understanding that Ms. Muhammad herself personally objects to the referral at this time.
He's saying she personally objects to the referral at this time for the evaluation. Sis, you need an evaluation. But if he, you know what I'm saying, there's only but so much they can do. If she's competent, if, you know, I don't want to say if she's sane enough to decline it, she could be insane to decline it. I don't know, but they're sending her for evaluation, whether she likes it or not. And I guess they're going to make a determination if she is, they're going to make a determination of what her mental fitness is. And it may include her ability to be able to aid in her defense. So I'm sure it includes probably all of that.
What is the factual basis that you're relying on for the referral?
Your Honor, based upon my observations of the case and in reviewing the case, specifically the police reports, and then again my observations in interacting with Ms. Muhammad, I need to check those two boxes. Meaning, I need to make sure.
So based on the nature of the crime and based on interacting with her, he wants to check those two boxes and have her evaluated.
That one, she is competent to stand trial, and then two, that there's not an issue in regards to responsibility or culpability.
I will refer it on both. You know, we only need one to go forward on the competency.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
I will refer it for competency and culpability. They're about going out 4 to 6 weeks, so let's go September, have a review date on September 3rd at 1 p.m. I will take this off the docket for next week for the preliminary exam and remove that from the docket.
So as I stated before, she was slated for another date next week. Today was supposed to be the probable cause conference, and next week was supposed to be the preliminary. Basically, nothing happened today other than her getting this adjourned until September due to the competency evaluation. And I think I showed you guys this here. So this is what was slated for today, the probable cause. And so probable cause conference, and it was basically moved to September 3rd right here, scheduled for review on 9/3. So I don't even know if they're doing a probable cause on 9/3, more so as I guess they're going to have the time to do the competency evaluation, which is slated here. Defendant has been referred for a competency evaluation and the proceeding has been held, and the next hearing will be on 9/3, scheduled for review. As far as probable cause and preliminary, I guess that's going to have to wait until they finish these exams. Anyway, let's finish this up. And a mess.
Does that deal with the people?
That's fine.
It works with the defense,
And we're not gonna set a date for the preliminary exam at this time until we get the report on competency. That's why we have the review date set up. If it comes in sooner than that, we will reach out to get you in sooner than that. However, my experience in dealing with the forensic center lately is it takes 4 to 6 weeks. So we're gonna go with that date at this time. Any other matters?
I have nothing further, Your Honor. This will give us time to get that done and the other discovery issues we have, so I have nothing else.
That's absolutely correct, yeah.
Very good. So that concludes this matter.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Let's pivot real quick, but yeah, this is what's going on here. Ma'am has an attorney. I don't know. Would you say she looks pleased with her attorney? She looks very at peace. That's what it's giving to me. I don't know if she's at peace or not. But she was very high strung last time we saw her over here on Instagram. I mean, she was pissed. Okay.
I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny.
I'm trying to figure out what happened to the comments. Was someone able to get in here and turn her comments off?
Yeah, I broke my. I got sent home early yesterday. I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't
Hold
funny.
on a second. Let's check and see her comments. Did someone turn off the comments? Comments. Okay, here's comments here. Where she was acting this whole in her McDonald's clothes. Girl, eating an apple. She's very strange. Okay.
I got sent home early yesterday.
Where's the comments here?
I got sent home early today by the same person. I'm telling you, she's a bully. This shit isn't funny. She needs to understand that just because she's a mother and got children doesn't mean that she can come in the store, you know, disrespecting people, talking to them like everybody's beneath her. She has no respect. And it isn't funny at all. Like, seriously, man, I got shit I got to take care of. And she keeps sending me home early. It's not funny. She's playing games. And then all day, throughout the day, she keeps saying her little racial shit. And then throughout the day, she keeps on like putting negative energy in the air, talking about people, gossiping.
The interesting thing to me is that people on the internet, some people are watching this video and they feel a lot of compassion for her. They relate to this situation. They're joking about it, putting on red wigs and black caps, and almost using it as like a snap. Like she's kind of the the poster child for Snap right now on workplace violence. Okay. And it's weird to me, number one, that someone who is clearly disturbed is setting the pace for people who are disgruntled at work. Like, she is nobody to follow. If you follow her, you're going to follow her straight to the penitentiary or your family to the funeral parlor. Okay. Because someone will be getting, it's going to be sad. It's not going to end well. It's going to either be funeral arrangements or penitentiary. She is not someone to model how to handle workplace disputes or dissatisfaction with your job or your manager. She's just not the one, right? Anyway, she was quite disgruntled, and we saw this play out. And she took her frustrations out on July 10th with Jennifer Harris. Jennifer Harris is gone and left behind 6 children due to this disgruntled employee and her not having the tools, skills, and abilities to be able to handle either constructive criticism, pressure at work, stress, life, things like that. So that's kind of what happened here. This was just days before. So this was July 8th. She had been sent home 2 days in a row, July 7th and July 8th. She posted this. And then 2 days later, July 10th, she sent home again. So that makes 3 times that we know of in a very short period of time that she's getting cut and she's pissed. And on the 10th, she went back and she killed her manager. Anyway, another thing I'm seeing, since we're on the topic, let me just pivot over here real quick just to give you a little more insight onto some things I saw when I was over here on MI Courts. This right here is a eviction, if that's not a surprise. In March of 2018, she was evicted by Graythorn Management for non-payment of rent. Let's see. Ordered entered for eviction. And what was filed was a summons and complaint filed for non-payment of rent. So not a surprise here. She did articulate that she was having financial issues, and that comes right along with that. Sometimes for some people, financial issues goes hand in hand with sometimes not being able to handle your responsibilities, which can be being evicted if you don't have money to pay rent. This case right here is her current case, the murder case with the dangerous weapon. And then this other case, this was just filed yesterday, guys, by Westlake Services. And it seems to be another summons and complaint. I'm going to just go out on a limb. Maybe it is another eviction. I'm not sure what Westlake Services LLC is. Is it Westlake as in maybe a car payment? Is it something due to her rent? But it's another summons and complaint. Typically in Michigan, that's the entry for some sort of a lawsuit or something like that. It's a summons and complaint. Westlake Services, I feel like, is some sort of financing company, because we've saw that in the Nesto Shirley Strawberry situation. Westlake Financial, doing business as Westlake Financial Services, is a privately held company that provides financial services primarily in the automotive industry. It is a subsidiary of Now Lake Technologies. Okay, so that might be her car payment. Maybe there is some sort of notice of repo or something. Ma'am was behind on her bills, clearly. So there were some aggravating stressors, but still nothing enough to kill somebody. Okay. So in March of 2025, she'd been evicted. July of 2025, looks like she was about to have her vehicle repossessed. There's been a filing as of yesterday for summons and complaint from Westlake, which, according to the internet, handles automobile financing. And she's got a murder charge. This has been a very stressful 2025 for her. And very unfortunate, but it seems like she is in some serious trouble, guys. And she does seem to have an attorney who is on the job, doing his job and crossing T's, dotting I's, and trying to help her with an adequate defense, ordering all of the things so that she can be assessed properly and he can stand a chance of maybe keeping her from, I don't know. I mean, it's giving life without parole. It's giving another LWAP, but I don't know. That would be for the judge to decide after the jury adjudicates and makes a decision based on all of the discovery presented. Would it be, but we know that there were eyewitnesses to the events. And so we're going to see what happens. But if a jury were to convict her, is it going to be another situation like we've been seeing this week with these life without paroles? But again, answer me down below. If you live in Michigan, what's the deal with allowing inmates to keep their wigs? Seriously, I don't know. Maybe they don't realize that she's wearing a wig. I don't know. Maybe they're just allowing it for whatever reason, but it just strikes me as a little odd. You guys tell me. Anyway, again, if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more updates and set your notification. And I will see you next time I go live, post another video, and go live. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful day. See you later.